Well, would you look at that quality change? We're actually using a real camera. How are you? What's good everyone on YouTube? It's me again, back with another video, and we're actually doing a pretty special video today. It's another one of my guest appearances. I haven't done one for ages, and today we have Adrian on the channel.
Hi guys.
This is Adrian, yes. And today we're actually having a pretty interesting discussion video about a shoe that I recently reviewed on my channel. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. And if you saw that review, you probably noticed I mostly spoke about the shoe's aesthetic, but I didn't really know much about, I guess, what this shoe meant. And this is where Adrian comes into the picture, because this is someone who has a lot of history and background with this shoe, even back in 2006. So really cool to have you on the channel today. Kind of hoping that you'll show me the real knowledge about this shoe.
Definitely.
And I guess, you know, let's just get started on this.
Cool.
So my first question to you would be, what was it like in 2006 when the first release of this shoe happened?
Like in 2006, I was about like 10 years old, and I went to like Causeway Bay.
Yeah.
In Hong Kong. There was like a really massive crowd in Causeway Bay. People are lining up just for this pair of shoes, like the OG pair.
Yes.
It was crazy, and yeah, like you can actually see a lot of like sellers outside.
Yeah.
You can even see, like there's a video showing like a kid that is like really small, like he's actually reselling the shoes, and it was like crazy.
Awesome. It's crazy to know that like you were actually there during the original release of this shoe, and it seems like the shoe was way more difficult to get than this 2021 retro. I think a lot of people ended up bringing this shoe, being able to cop this shoe.
Yeah.
How do you feel actually about the retro itself? Just some general thoughts of like...
It's actually really good. It actually looks like the OG pair, and there are some minor tweaks, but I actually love it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. And I remember like back then, I've no idea about Clot. I just know about the shoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just amazing to see like that translucent toe box and everything. It's just really crazy. Yeah, like the shoes is like really kind of like different and kind of futuristic as well. That's what I really like about the shoes, like back in like 2006. Yeah, but that time I was like 10 years old, so I don't even
That's fair.
know much about like sneakers and stuff, but it was just amazing.
You know what though?
It was just amazing.
You can trust that he actually likes the shoe, because as a kid you have that innocence where you just like what you like.
Yeah.
And you're not considering how much it sells for or what it represents. It's just it's just a cool shoe.
Yeah, it does.
You know, enough with the introductions now. Why don't we actually talk about the box itself? Because I know you know quite a few details about this. So, starting with the box, what can you tell me about this?
The box. Let's talk about like the OG pair. Like, do you know why it's like designed like that? Like, cause the original pair, it was actually like a wooden box, and they actually customized the wood box. So like Nike didn't actually help them to like design the box. They actually find like a manufacturer to create a wood box with like kind of like a transparent Nike swoosh inside.
That is something I did not know about.
So,
actually.
like the wood box is actually inspired by the book, like the martial art, like the Asian Chinese book. Like, do you see the shape? It actually looks like the Kung Fu book.
Oh, like an actual book?
Yeah, like an actual book.
Okay.
Yeah.
This, oh my god, you know what I just realized?
Do you know what it says?
It says Air Max 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually did, I'm so sorry, I didn't say that in the review, but I just realized this says Air Max 1, but in a really sort of stylized calligraphy.
It actually looks like Chinese.
I thought it was Chinese this whole time.
No.
Yeah, we'll move on to some more details about this box. What else can you tell me? So we've got something on the front.
Yeah, that's 影結集團 in like Chinese.
Yeah.
That's Clot in Chinese.
Clot in Chinese.
Yeah, and you can actually see.
Whoa.
You can actually see.
We'll cut that.
You can actually see the Clot logo here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, what do you see like when you open the box?
So I see like this almost rope detail along the edge, and I'm not too sure what the rope detail is supposed to represent.
Yeah, it's actually something special, and I'm gonna like tell you about this later.
Should we move on from the box now? Okay, I guess we'll move straight into the shoes now. So yeah, you guys have seen this shoe already in my review, but we're about to dive in a little deeper about this. So what exactly is the inspiration of this shoe's design?
It's like the Asian slippers.
Okay, do you have a name or something like that?
Nah, it's just slippers. So like when in the past, like people always like wear like the grass slippers.
Okay.
So actually made in grass. So this silhouette or this color, it actually looks like
dry grass.
Like dry grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's in this color.
Is there any significance of the bright orange or like the reds?
Not that I know. So what do you think about the shoes?
So I personally really like the way they look off feet, but I personally didn't really like the way they looked on feet. You mentioned like because of the inspiration of slippers, like that's sort of why that they were promoting it with barefoot photos, which I thought was horrid, but I mean, I guess it makes sense in the context of the story. But overall, I still do think it's very much like a work of art.
Let's start with the name, actually.
Why are they called the Kiss of Death?
Yeah. Do you know like Nike, like didn't actually like officially stated like this shoe's called like Kiss of Death?
Oh, that usually happens though.
It's not the official name.
Yeah. What is the official name?
It's called Clot Nike Air Max 1 NL.
What's the NL stand for?
Do you know what NL stands for?
Nice looking.
Take a guess.
Nice looking.
It's actually a model number. Look at this.
Oh, so the NL is
no liner.
No liner. Wowee! Fun fact of the day, guys. If you're complaining about your shoes being too big, it's because they have no liner. Oh, okay. I mean, that sort of explains why there's like raw leather on the back of all the panels, because normally they usually back it with something like even just like a thin layer of fabric.
Yeah.
But in this pair, you've actually just got leather touching your skin.
Just leather. It's really, really thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why like the official name is actually called like NL.
Yeah.
Like Air Max 1 NL.
Which is why in my review I recommended you either go true to size or half size down to these, because these definitely fit a bit looser than your regular Air Max ones.
Yeah. Do you know what's the Clot logo?
So actually, I'm not too familiar what the Clot logo is representative of, so...
You want to have a look?
What are we looking at? So 27 is... So funnily enough, where they placed the Clot logo, number 27 actually corresponds to the genitalia gland, genital gland.
Yeah.
So that's a very cheeky Easter egg, I would say.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So that's a fun little fact. Clot has big balls.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And like the original pair, like the OG pair,
Yes.
there are no holes.
Ah, yeah. So actually, that's a good segue into what are some of the differences between the original pair and this pair? So you've just mentioned that there were no holes in the toe box, which I assume would make the shoe very steamy.
Yeah,
There's no ventilation whatsoever.
Like whenever people wear that, it's just foggy.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And the thing is, like everyone actually wears it like barefoot.
Oh my god.
And it's like steamy inside, and like the weather is like kind of windy outside, and it just creates that fall.
Oh my god.
No holes.
And for those who've been to Hong Kong, it's quite a humid place as well. So I can imagine these being not the best thing to wear in the summer heat. But aside from the toe box, what else is different about this?
Like the heel area?
Yes.
It was originally like orange and red.
Yeah, so they've just sort of inversed it.
Yeah, inversed it.
Are there any other differences?
The bottom.
Okay, so what's different from the bottom?
I'll show you a picture. Before, it actually looks like this.
So in the original pair, it looks like a picture of like an actual foot, like a sketch of a foot.
Yeah.
Whereas now they've put this colorful reflexology chart on the bottom.
Yeah.
I think I prefer this, to be honest, just because like it's on the bottom of your shoe anyway.
Do you know what's special about this?
Is that Edison Chen's foot?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what's so special about this foot?
No.
Do you see anything like so different, or like in particularly like special?
There's a red dot in the middle, but
Yeah.
I can't, what does that mean?
In like the in like martial art,
Yeah.
like kung fu, like that dot is like the death point. If someone like actually punched that point, you will die. But that's fictional. It's not real.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Is this real? Like, can you actually die from a punch to the foot?
But in like the ancient, the kung fu, like or even like the martial arts movie,
Yeah.
this part, like the
red point.
dot,
Yeah.
it's like the death point.
Oh.
So that's why
Is it?
called
The kiss of
The
death.
death.
Oh, well
Yeah.
played, well played. Before we move on to a little bit more about Adrian's opinions of this shoe, what does this rope detailing found on the box and the back of the shoe represent?
I'll show you a photo. It's this guy.
Okay, so I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's this is called MC Yen.
Yeah.
This is like the OG kind of like a rapper
Okay.
from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And he loves to do like different kind of like graffiti and like street arts.
Yeah.
And he actually designed like most of the stuff for his shoes.
Oh, okay.
And that's why like this part is actually his braided hair.
His braids.
Yeah, the
Oh.
braids.
So the braids found on the side of the
Yeah,
box
on the
as
side of
well
the
as
box,
on the back of the shoe
Yeah.
represents MC Yen's sort of
yeah. Because he actually is like the design lead for the shoes.
I'm assuming MC Yen and Edison Chen must have been good friends to have been able to work together like that.
Yeah.
That is actually really interesting.
And also why there is like a foot chart
On the
on
bottom.
the bottom is that because like Hong Kong people love to do massage. Like
Oh,
massage.
love me a foot massage when I
Yeah,
go to
foot
Hong Kong or
massage.
China. It's
Yeah.
great.
Like I'm sure like 10 out of 10 people from Hong Kong actually went to like foot massage.
Yeah.
Once.
At least
or
once.
at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why like he integrated like some of the Hong Kong's like inspiration into the shoes.
Yeah.
So which is kind of unique.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think we've gone over quite a few details about this shoe. I think I've gained a new insight into like what these shoes sort of represent. But I guess my last question to you would be, what does this shoe mean to you? Like, what's the significance of this shoe to you as a person?
Firstly, like this pair is actually created in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And I'm from Hong Kong, so this is kind of like me.
Country pride.
Yeah, country pride. So yeah. And also I quite like the color contrast, like the red and orange.
Mhm.
I love wearing like red shoes, but not that red.
Yeah.
It's just kind of unique. It's kind of sharp and vibrant.
Yeah.
And I love like wearing like thongs or like slippers. This actually represent the silhouette of the slippers
Yeah.
because of the translucent toe box.
He's gonna be someone wearing it with barefoot.
I haven't tried to wear this in barefoot, but
Yeah.
I tried with like the red socks.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna throw a photo up of the red socks. He matched the red on the shoe perfectly.
Yeah, like the red actually matches with
Yes,
the red.
it's fantastic.
I love it.
Well, I think we've gained a much needed insight into like what this shoe can represent.
Yeah.
You know, you can still check out my original review where I just talk about it on a more shoe basis. I'll put a thumbnail somewhere. But yeah, I think we've gained definitely a new appreciation of this shoe. I'm still not gonna wear it barefoot. I don't think that's kind of the biz, but I personally do think this is quite a special shoe.
Yeah.
And it's even more special now that I know more about it. So thank you so much for being on the channel here today. So with that, I guess we've come to the end of another video. So I guess down in the comments, I'd love to hear what you guys think of the Clot Air Max ones in this Kiss of Death colorway. And I guess we'll just leave it off there. Are there any social media accounts that you would like to plug before I end this video?
Yeah, it's right here.
Alright,
Okay.
I will put something there. Or maybe not, I'm just gonna make it look like an idiot and have him do this.
Yeah.
So, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in another video.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.